You are going to start getting a menu of the stops that we are going to do today.
So we've divided the whole world into a grid of 3 meter by 3 meter squares, and we've given every single square a unique address made up of 3 dictionary words. It's only going to get more weird throughout the day, so I warn you now.
How can we create an environment where those accidental learnings happen as much as possible? The design we spent a lot of attention to make it like home. So we feel it's not our space, it must be your space. That's where the magic can happen.
Cryptic stop number 3, reverse innovation.
About 12 years ago when the company actually started, we literally worked for about 3 years from an apartment and found ourselves in a situation where we are now a global agency with work in 22 markets.
Innovation can come from very, very different places, and it's how you look for it, or solution-based innovation.
We actually realize there's a sustainable ecosystem that can be built within urban spaces that brings agriculture to urban spaces. Ideas are actually the first part of our incubation program. Then we incubate the business that comes out of those ideas.
Welcome to one of the most special and secret, and hopefully not too secret, venues of Joburg.
Zuipi is the Zulu word for spinning coins. Since it was a bank vault, we actually chose that name.
We want to introduce you to people who are on the ground and have been trying to push their solution-based projects forward.
I'm from Limpopo, I'm a local domain, but currently in Soweto, so I built anything out of waste.
This particular stand, it talks specifically to KZN.
We did about 4 generations of prototyping to get this one.
How do we reskill people who actually create, who bring about solutions, who are agile, who probably exist in a reality that is about multiple careers as opposed to a single career?
I learned more about myself and understanding who we truly are and what actually makes us tick and what makes us move through the world.
How did you get onto Foschini Group's radar?
I want to give people a different perspective of what business in the township is. Who are we innovating for? Are we doing it just to make ourselves good, or are we really solving the problems?
Today was an absolutely incredible day, mind-blowing. It was an opportunity where we met with these different entrepreneurs who are innovating in their own spaces. Normally what we do is that you get a brilliant idea and then you go sit in a corner and try and solve it. But what they had done is that when you get a thinking, you go back into the community that will use it and co-create with them. So today was absolutely mind-blowing. I appreciate today. I learned a lot. It was good.
We've had many highlights today. One that stood out for me was the innovation gap year. From a recruitment standpoint, very importantly, we need to attract the right talent into our business. We must make sure that the business is a lot more adaptive and fluid as we move into the future with digital disruption.
We always have think tanks with all the execs and the senior staff, but we never involve the youth. We never get their opinion on the grunt work. Is there a better way for you to achieve your result? Those are questions that we don't ask.
Being on this innovation tour with Flux Trends and of course Dion, everything you showed us today kind of plays into the narrative of Africa rising, Africa being ahead of the curve. It's up to us to think differently and of course create new trends as opposed to just follow them.
And I hope that all of the stops that you've seen has made you think about things very, very differently.